I should be streaming. Just gonna give it a moment, make sure that the stream is working, because last time I tried this it did not work. No, we look to be good. Green light. Okay, so tonight, circuit practice in the standard Cirrus. So Peter, if you end up watching this, my instructor next weekend, welcome. Please feel free to email me or chuck comments on the video itself, and anyone else who's watching, I'm going to be talking about what I'm doing as I go. Feedback is always welcome. Okay. We've got a pretty strong wind from the south over there. Tow plane's likely to turn to the right because the start point is to the south. I've got a town ahead of me. Alright, pre-flight checks. So, the controls. All good. No resistance. The ballast has been checked. I was doing that before I started the stream. I've got no water ballast. Straps and security is all good. Instruments are all working, and my flight computer on my phone is connected. Flaps not fitted. Trim I put just slightly forward for takeoff. Canopy is closed. Brakes deploy fully and down and locked. Eventuality, so I've got a strong wind from the right. Got a town ahead of me, so between 800 and 1,000 feet I'm going to land ahead. Between 800 and 1,000 I'll make a right turn, small right turn to clear the buildings and land in the open before that hill, and 1,200 feet and above I'll make a right turn downwind, ready for takeoff. That is a derpy looking plane. Alright, here goes. I'm going to have to put downwind pedal and upwind stick. Keep that upwind wing low and not weather vane. Oh! There we go. Okay. Stay after the tow plane. And we're away. Okay. I think my flight computer on my phone is a little loud. I'll wait till I'm not in tow to fix that. Okay, I'm over 1,000 feet. Actually, I'd still land ahead. There we go. It's now being blown by the wind normally. Okay, now I would make a right turn past the bridge. At 1,200 feet, I'd make a turn right downwind. It's going to be... I'm expecting a lot of rotor. Oh, I've had a rope break. Okay. As I had previously decided, I'm turning right downwind. Pre-flight checks. Everything's secure. Undercarriages still down. Flaps not fitted. Brakes testing. We're good. Wind is blowing me towards the strip. Okay, I've got about 500 feet to play with. No need to panic. Alright, turning base. Landing speed I'm going to set to 60 knots. Okay, I'm going to just turn straight on to final. Get that speed under control. Full brakes now, aiming for the middle of the field. Get that speed under control. Okay, I'm going to kick the brake to the pedal to the left at the last second. Still holding that downwind pedal. Okay, that was a lot more interesting than I was expecting, straight up. I've set 50% probability of tow rope break, so on average every second flight that should happen, but that's the first time I've actually had it happen to me. Speed control on the approach wasn't as ideal as I would have liked. I was planning to get up, do some stalls and figure out what the stall speed was, so that I could then estimate a approach speed. So I just guessed really high. Probably didn't need to be quite that high. But yeah, I didn't ding the plane. Stood the skin. Should randomize the weather every flight. Okay. This time. Alright, well, first, controls. All good. No resistance. Ballast has been checked, air quotes. Straps are done. Instruments are running. Flight computers just reconnected via Bluetooth. Flaps not fitted. Trim. Slightly forward for takeoff. This one sits on its tail, right? Yeah. Canopy is closed. Checking the brakes. Deploy fully. Down and locked. Eventualities. Wind is pretty well non-existent. So, if I get a rope break in the first 200 feet between 8 and 1000, I'll land straight ahead. If I get a break between 1000 and 1200, if the tow plane's turned right, I'll turn right. Otherwise, I'll go left, about 30-degree left turn to clear the buildings of the city. Over 1200, I will turn left downwind. Ready for takeoff. Correction, if I have a rope break over 1200, I'll turn right to downwind because I happen to know the tow plane's going to turn right. No wind, so just hold everything steady. Okay, there we go, I'm up. Oh, a little bit rough there. I just wanted to hold it steady and I jerked it back too much. There we go. Okay, that trim needs adjusting. Okay, so for future reference, the correct trim position for takeoff in this glider is about half forward. There's 1000 feet. I'd still land ahead. Max brake straight away. I would follow the turn to the right. I'd land over there. I'd complete the right turn, go downwind. If I had a rope break now, I'd just join that downwind leg I'm almost on now. Okay, I'm gonna... let's see, there's no wind, it's all just thermals, except I don't see any. Well, it'll take me up to about 2500. And then I'll do some stalls. Just see where this thing stalls at. I think it should be about 35 knots, but I'm not sure. Then I'll do some stalls, brakes out. Then I'll come across and join a downwind ride. That vario is... I'd be curious to know how loud that's coming through for you guys, but the vario is very loud for me. I need to remember. There we go, it's 2500s. Turn right, release, looking out. Under gear up. Trim back. There we go. Right. Exercise 1, stall test. Yep, 35 knots. Okay. Right. This time I'm going to give it 60 knots to play with, then full brakes install. Okay, about 40. A little bit of a spin started there. Okay, I've got plenty of height to play with. I have a little hunt around. Maybe there might be something. Who's the sun? Just tweaking my McCready value on the flight computer, and it's telling me speed to fly is 50. I'm getting a consistent... oh no, it's just turbulence. It wasn't consistent at all. I thought it was pulling to the left. This looks like that yellow diamond is my best glide ratio. Still good to land. I think I'm going to go over these trees and hills here if I can get some left, and I'll plan to land from the far side as I see it now when I do go back there. Currently airfield's at 800, so I've got 1400 feet to play with, and I'm right there. So there's the tow plane landing. Some thermals way over there. I'm hoping just a bit of... okay, so it's the northern hemisphere. Sun's in the south, so these southern slopes should hopefully give me some lift. Still enough to make it back. It's getting tight though. Ah, it's taking too long. This glider's a lot slower. Was there a thermal there? Yeah, there was. Oh, there's one there. Anyway, I'm heading back. Trying to maintain that 50 knots, not doing a great job. Or at all. Oof. A little high, but I'll put some brakes on downwind, that'll be fine. And deliberately landing opposite the direction I took off because I feel like it, and there's no wind. So if stall is at... Yeah, 35. So add 10 is 45. So my landing speed should be about 45 knots. Turning to downwind now. Straps and everything secure. Undercarriage is down. Flaps not fitted. Brakes. Yep, all good. I'm actually going to leave them out. Kill some height here because I'm a little high. 1,000 feet above the strip. And just downward, I'm going to push myself a bit further out. Maintain that 45 speed I'm going for. There it is. I have a lot more time for everything in this glider. I was previously flying the Antares 18. Somebody on my YouTube comments of a previous video asked me to review the different gliders. Look mate, I don't know bro. I've now flown 2 different gliders. This one's slower and gives me more time for practicing things, so I like it for that. Doesn't have as good a glide ratio though. And it also doesn't have flaps, which for me is better because I have no idea what to do with flaps. Alright, turning to base. Hit that pedal. There we go. Conscious of not over pedaling at low speed. Okay, that was not a crisp turn and I'm too high. Keep the speed at 45. I'm putting out the brakes some more. Okay, I'm going full brakes now. I'm going to ease it off a bit and turn to final. Full brakes now, I'm far too high. Keeping that 45 knots. Okay, so this glider with the brakes on full does not drop as fast as the Antares does. That's okay, I've got plenty of strip. I'll know for next time. Last time in that emergency I came in a little lower than I normally would, so it panned out okay. This time, stand by. Well, that interruption was not expected. Had someone at the door. When I came back, the glider had landed itself, so I guess my approach wasn't that bad. But here we go again. Weather's going to be different. The glider doesn't drop as fast, so I need to join the circuit either a little lower or push the turns out further. I don't need as much room in this glider because it goes slower. Stall speed's 35. Looks like I've got wind speed of maybe 10 knots from that way. So landing speed on the next one's going to be 50 in the same direction I'm facing now. Right, controls. No resistance. Ballast has been checked. Straps are done up. Instruments are running. Flight computers connected. Flaps are not fitted. Trim, as established previously, is about half forward. Canopy is closed and locked. Brakes. Good to go. Eventualities. The wind is straight ahead between, given this one's a lot slower, between 800 and 1100. I'll land ahead. 1100 to 1200. I'll follow the tow plane around to the right and land by that hill. Above 1200 I'll join downwind right. Ready for takeoff. Excuse me. Right, I was going to change my volume. And I just have time to do that. Volume set. And there goes the wing up, and we're going. Okay. That's, well, no, it popped up higher than I wanted to. Still needs more forward trim, more like 3/4. Wait, full forward trim? That's full forward trim there. I just need to give it the old slight pullback, so for future reference it's like 90% forward trim. Okay, I'd still land ahead. I'd turn to the right. I'd land over there. I would follow the right turn and go downwind. A little bit heavy on the pedal there, trying to line up. There we go. Bit of turbulence out there, just knocking me around. But most of it's me, bad piloting. I think the rope is a lot shorter than we have in my real life club. That wing left wing getting pulled up there. Okay, I'm going to release at 2000, come back across the hills, and then do a left turn onto a right hand downward leg. Okay, 2000 feet, clear to the right, release, looking out, gear up, trim centered, and we're off. Where is that tow plane? He's going to be landing the same direction I'm flying, so he's probably off behind me somewhere, going on to base. That's okay. I'm going to wait till I get eyes on him before I go in, because I can't tell him on the radio to get out the way. Interesting turbulence here. It's kind of like slow wind gusts blowing at me from different directions. If there is such a thing. Oh, there's some lift. A thermal there maybe? Didn't turn left, correction, I didn't look left in that turn. Is it a thermal or is it some ridge lift? Trying to maintain 50. It's right here. Oh, not really what I was here to do, I'm here to do circuits, right? So, I'm going to head towards the downward leg. Maintain that speed at 50. I find it a lot harder in the sim to maintain my speed at 50, or any given speed. There's some lift again. That's almost certainly that thermal this time. Right, landing check, straps are good. Undercarriage is down, flaps are not fitted, brake test. All good, turning downwards. There's the tow plane in its parking spot. With the wind speed of approximately 10 knots. So stall 35 plus 4 plus 10 plus 5. Landing approaches at 50. I swear this is not me wobbling around on the stick, I'm getting knocked around all over the place. Okay, how do I feel for height? I've got 900 feet to play with here. I'm just going to pop the brakes slightly and leave them sitting there. Just a very minimal amount. I'm going to turn to base now. To maintain that 50. Okay, I'm too high. And these brakes don't work as well as the other gliders, so I'm going to extend the base out to the left a little more to give me a longer final. Holding that 50. Oop, too much. 50, turning to final. Speed. Okay, I turned a little too soon. Not quite lined up. Easing off the brake a little, just to give me room to turn if I need to. Well, I do. There we go. Okay. Looks like I'm good for the start of the strip. Oof, gusts. Here comes the flare. That's a better one. And ending up with the left wing down so I can get out easier. I'm pretty happy with that at first glance. I lost control of the speed briefly. I think that was when I was turning to final. And the turn on to final was a little too soon. I think those two things might be related. But I was able to correct. I had plenty of time. I think they went okay. Gonna refly under some different conditions and see what happens. I haven't had a rope break in a while. I think I'm due one. Not that's just a 50% chance every flight, so who knows. If it doesn't happen this time though, I might just go check it hasn't reset itself down to 0%. Okay, look at that string. No, I thought that was an intensely strong wind from the left, but it's not. It's a very... oh, no, that looks maybe like a 10 knot from the left. Okay. We'll say it's 10 knots from the left anyway. Controls. No resistance. Ballast has been checked. I can actually see the straps now I've zoomed out. They look secure. Instruments are good. Flaps not fitted. Trim just slightly back from all the way forward as established previously. Canopies closed and locked. Brakes deployed and stowed. Eventualities. Tow plane's going to turn right winds from the left. Between 800 and 1100 I'll land ahead. From 1100 to 1300 I'll make a small right turn to clear the buildings. Above that, I'm going to turn right downwind. Ready for takeoff. Some cloud over there. Oh, the wind's coming from the left. I should get some ridge lift over there if I want it. Okay, here we go. Downwind pedal, upwind stick, keep that upwind wing low. Okay, there we go. Hold it here, hold it here. That was a better takeoff. Helps that I've got the trim in the right place now. Land ahead still. Okay, now I would not land ahead, I would make the turn over there. from here I would turn downwind. Out of position recovery. There we go. I'm going to make a pretty low release this time, probably 1800, 1000 feet above the runway, and go straight for that ridge there. Can't find lift, I'll then head straight in for landing. I probably wouldn't make things so tight in real life, but it's just a sim. If I was doing it in real life, I'd probably get into release at 2300. Okay, here we come. Clear out to the right, 1800, release, turn right, gear up, trim back to the middle, and we're clear. Still got 1000 feet, should find some lift over here. If not, I can turn straight back. Okay, fuck. Once again I was not looking into the direction of the turn. I was focusing on the ridge. 50 knots is what I'm after. Getting something, because I'm not really sinking. There we go, there's a little bit of lift. I was expecting more lift here, but I guess the wind is not as strong as I thought it was. Not really losing any height, so this ridge over here is steeper. So if I get closer to it, and it's a steeper ridge, maybe I'll get something. And if not, it is a tow plane landing. If not, I will need to get straight in. There's a bit of lift, just a tiny bit. Alright, this is not going to keep me up all day though. Oh, there's some more there. I could have stayed up for longer, but circuits is what I'm aiming for. Okay, speed. Hold the speed. Just to change it up, I'm going to do a left-hand circuit. We're joining the downwind shortly. Straps are secure. Undercarriage is down. Flaps are not fitted. Brake check. Good. I've got 800 feet to play with. Crossing upwind. Way upwind. Going for 60 knots just for now. Now, estimated 10 knot headwind. Half of that is 5 plus 10 plus stall gives me an approach speed of 50. A little bit of lift here. Blue thermal, I guess. What's this place called? Celje? It's in Slovenia. I have no idea how to pronounce it, but I guess it would be Celje traffic, fly to Sierra Lima on downwind left. Because look, SL. think. I'm not only facing away from the strip slightly, the wind's blowing me just slightly off. Actually no, it was from my right, so probably evened out, but try and line up with the runway on downwind. Feeling good. 600 feet to play with. Plenty of room. No other traffic. Gonna give me plenty of room on that downwind, but circulation final, but not too much. So, cellular traffic, glider, Sierra Lima, turning base. Okay, now I'm high. The brake's at about half. Glider, Sierra Lima, turning final for runway. I need to know what runway this is if I'm going to do it properly. Just trying to add in one more thing to do during the approach. 50 knots. I've come in too high. I'm on full brakes right now. Get that speed at 50. Winds from my left. And the flare. Bit of downwind pedal. Just a little bit. And full brakes. Well, I'm not doing spot landings any day soon, but getting it down safe. What direction am I facing here? Runway 11, I guess it is. Still not super smooth. Oh. I have a suspicion that the tow rope brake probability has dropped to 0 when I reset earlier. So I'm going to end this one and go back and check that. I'm going to move the start point as well, because he always turns right because of where the start point is. I'm not actually doing this task, it's just to steer the tow plane. Okay, weather, random average, plane. Yeah, that has set to 0. There we go. There's the rope length. I don't know what we normally use in New Zealand. So it's just on the default 164 feet. I guess that's probably European standard 50 meters. I think that is what we use. It doesn't matter. Okay, the wind is behind me. Looks like it's behind me. Oh well. It's pretty dead either way. Lined up on runway 11. Controls. No resistance. Ballast has been checked. Straps and security is good. Instruments are running. My flight computer is not connecting. My phone connected via Bluetooth to the game. Just give me a sec while I reset that. Yes, I am running XC SAW, if anyone's wondering. Reconnect. Nope. Phone's not playing the game, just decided to stop working. Oh, and then as soon as I gave up on it, it started working. Sweet as. Okay, so instruments are good. Flaps are not fitted. Trim, just slightly back from full forward. Takeoff position. Canopy's down and locked. Brakes. Not getting caught in anything, and down and locked. Eventualities. Pretty much dead wind. Between 800 and 11, I'll land ahead. From 11 to 13, I'll make a slight left turn to clear the buildings, and then land ahead. Because I know the tow plane's going left. Ready for takeoff. After 1300 feet, I'll make a left turn to downwind left. So Michael, Simon, Glider, Sierra Lima, Celia. I'm just going to call it Celia because I don't know what to say. Is C-E-L-J-E? Yeah. Alright, take off. There's the tail coming up. There's the wheel up. A lot smoother this time. There's turbulence. Did the pilot just stick his head out of the wing for a second there? It looked like it. Okay, we're at 1200. The rope break now, I just pretty much land ahead. And if the rope broke now, I would turn left downwind. Get a bit of view of the town. Getting the tow plane to fly this way. Okay, some thermals around. One there. A small one, is that dying or building? Keep an eye on it. It might be dying. A little puff over the town here. Gonna release at 2000. Head for that. I wouldn't release at 1200 AGL in real life, but here we are, looking out, gear up, trim neutral. Cruising at 50. Airfield's just there behind my right wing. I think that is growing. I think there's going to be some lift over here. Yep, there it is. Right wing's lifting. Gonna slow it down to like 40 in this thermaling. It's throwing me out. There's definitely some lift there though. Trimming up pretty hard to get that to sit at 40. Okay, I guess I'm sitting at 45. That works. I think I need more bank. Okay, it's off to my right a bit. Thing wants to keep going back to 50 knots. Still over that way some more. There we go. speed. Nose goes down when I get the lift. Cool. Point made. Heading out. Gained about 500 feet. I think I might change the airfield next time. Scenery's fine, but I've done quite a few circuits here now. I've done some before I was streaming as well. Let's see, okay. I can't remember the pre-acrobatics checks. No, it's height, airframe, security, something. So it's a sim, there's a toe plane landing. I'm just going to attempt to spin and fuck it. It's too stable. I can't get it. It stalls fine, but I'm not able to throw it into a spiral dive or a spin or anything. It's just self-recovers pretty much. Alright, I've got some high-speed turns. Try and hold it at 80. Gotta remember to turn, look in the direction of turn. Did it again. Look in direction of turn. Okay, I'm actually only 800 feet above the strip. I've got some energy from speed, but I need to look at joining the circuit now. So I've leveled off with about 800 feet to play with. I'm going to join straight into the downwind left from here. Beginning my landing checks. Straps and security is good. Undercarriage is down. Flaps are not fitted. Brake test. Brakes are good. Cellular traffic, Glider Sierra Lima, turning downwind left for landing on runway 11 grass. Okay, my approach speed should be 45, so I'm too high, too fast. Okay, that height feels good, don't want to bleed off too much too early. Pretty much appreciating there's no wind on the ground at the moment. So, stall plus 10 is 45. Got 550 feet to play with. I'm a bit lower than I would have been in the Antares, which I think is good because this thing doesn't drop as quickly with brakes. That speed back to 45. First time I'm looking at my compass to see my heading. So the counter to 1-way-1-1 would be 29, and that is the heading I'm on. Right, time to turn base. Cellular traffic glider Sierra Lima, turning base left for runway 11 grass. Didn't hold the speed in that turn very well. At least it went up, not down. Cellular traffic glider Sierra Lima, turning left to final runway 11 grass. Speed too much, rudder. Brakes too high. Okay, that was balked. I was concentrating on what I was going to say, not what I should do. And I've ended up too high. I'm on full brake right now. A lot of turbulence. This is affecting me more now, I think. Okay, easing off the brake to half. Moving that speed. And flare. Could have gone worse. So when I give that radio call turning to final, yeah, I don't even remember the turn because I was concentrating on what I was saying. I know that I came out of the turn too high and with too much speed because I hadn't held the speed in the turn. But I had time to correct it. Right, I'm going to check that rope brake probability and go again. Might change the airfield. Yeah, let's mess around with the task. I've only played around with this a couple of times, but I figured out enough to how to change the takeoff point. Let's take off. This looks interesting. Okay. Weather, random average weather. Lane isn't changed. Rope brake. Yeah, I guess this rope brake changes every time you do a flight. I think I'll do 2 more circuits and landings. Ooh, sealed runway. Fancy. But there's a fair bit of wind. Where's the windsock? Here we go. Okay, so good. I'm going to call that 25, 20 knots. I've heard that when it's horizontal it's 25. So I'm going to err on the side of caution and say 25. I'm on runway... Make up your mind. I'm going to call that 13. Okay, so that's my orientation. Controls. No resistance. Ballast has been checked. Straps and security are good. Instruments are all working. My phone is connected. Flaps are not fitted. Trim to takeoff position. Canopy's down and locked. Brakes both equally deploying, down and locked. Eventualities. Okay. Strip height is at 1650. Let me just do a little ground orientation on the map here. I don't see anything on the map that would be an obstacle ahead, so I'm just going to say that from 1650 to 2050 I'll land ahead. And after 2050 I'll turn left downwind to avoid these buildings. Ready for takeoff. I like that you get a different plane every time. Keeps it interesting. Okay, got a bit of crosswind from the left, so got to keep the stick a little to the left, pedal to the right to counter. Keep that left wing just slightly low. There we go. Not that low. Oh, I had a rope break already. Well, okay. Sure. I guess we go again. I think I've hit refly. It resets some things, so yeah. I mean, I wanted road brakes, just maybe not quite that quickly. Okay. Alright. This time we've got a quite strong crosswind from the right. Different plane. Okay, controls. No resistance. Ballast has been checked. Straps security are good. Instruments are good, except my phone is not connecting again. It's trying. I'll leave it to it. Okay. Yeah, and if my phone doesn't work, it's not a big deal. Right. After instruments is flaps, which are not fitted. Sorry, I was distracted for a second. Trim, just slightly back from the front. Canopy's down and locked. Brakes, fully deployed. Eventualities. From 1650 to 2050 I will land ahead. Up to 2050 feet, if I get a rope break, I'll make a left turn to a downwind leg. If the plane's already taken me to the right or something stupid, then I'll be going right. Downwind pedal, upwind stick. And I'm up. And I'm trying to stay aft. I think the tow plane doesn't get affected by the wind until it's cleared the runway, which is weird. Because I have to put a bit of rudder in to stay in this position. Yeah, see, it just started drifting there after it cleared the runway. It's strange. I would land ahead. I see the trees. I would land over there in that clearing. Okay, we're doing a left turn. I'd land over there, and from here I'd make a left turn downwind. Looked away for a second. Okay. I'm going to get about 1,000 feet AGL, which would be 2650. There's going to be some mad ridge lift on this ridge in front of me. I've got a fairly strong wind coming from behind at the moment. Alright, 2650, clear to the right, release, turn right, looking out, undercarriage up, and trimmed back to the middle. Hope plane will be off to the left somewhere. I'm going to follow him and look for some ridge lift. There's the tow plane by the lake. And looks like he's heading to the airstrip as you'd expect. Here it comes. It is not as impressive as I was hoping. Oh, there we go. I haven't been taught this, but I figure what makes sense is to keep an eye on that spot that's not moving, that I'm currently headed towards. Make sure it's not about to be me hitting a tree. Keep an eye on where I'd bail out to if shit goes wrong. I could climb all the way up there, couldn't I? You know what? I've been doing circuits all tonight and all last night. And I did some at lunchtime today. I'm gonna climb up this ridge. Okay, I'm going to have to make a turn back across here shortly. I could push across to there, but I'm going to stay on this ridge for now because gives me more landing options. Yeah, I don't want to get in there without lots of height. Actually, I'm getting plenty of ridge still, a lift still off this ridge here, so I'm going to... Oh, there it goes. Trying to hold at 50. Should be looking where I'm turning. Fuck. How do I stop that bad habit? Turn was a little too far. Oh, look how higher I am already. I'm gonna have to move off this ridge soon. So I just had a look my flight computer and I'm checking visually. Got heaps of height to get to that strip. If I climb up here, I can get through this gap that's just below me in front of me now. I think. Let me just have a little turn so I can have a look. Oh, rudder, come on. I might climb that one over there first. Just want to make sure I have plenty of height to get out of these valleys if the worst happens. Actually, yeah, this valley here, there's no obstacles to stop me getting out if I go over that way. I can just turn around and fly out of here that way. So I'm going to keep following this lift until it runs out, and then I'm going to make a left turn over there. avoid the rotor from that ridge line in front of me. Okay, this is tapering off. They'll zigzag up this ridge here to the left and then up that way. I think I'll still clip the top of some lift off this. Oh, some sink there. Expecting to find the lift off this ridge a little bit behind it or downwind it. There he is. Still bail out to the left if I have to. Or I could even bail out down this ridge, valley here in front of me if I had to. There's the runway. Hopefully this little bowl here will give me some good push. I can move on that way. It's not a very good bowl, is it? We'll see. Well, lift is lift. There's the ridge I started on in front of me now. I'm behind it. Yeah, there we go. I'll go back for that one. Whoa, lifted my left wing there. Okay, I'm pushing on to the next ridge. If that happens, if I get sink, I'll bail out that way. And you guys saw me. I just picked random weather, random location. Wow. Interesting location. A location with options. And I got these cool ridge soaring conditions. I think the wind's a bit behind me here, so it's not optimal, but it's lift. Still works. When I come back across, I might try having a look around the other side behind me. Nice. I'm gonna trim. Stall speed's 35. I feel like computer's telling me minimum sink is 40, so I'm gonna try and hold her around 40 to 45 from here. Yeah, I'm going up now. Too slow, too slow. I don't want to turn left here. I'm going to make a turn. Actually, one more jump of lift I'm hoping for here. And then over there I'm expecting it to be sink, so I'm not going to go around there. Probably keep getting left along here if I want to. There's the runway, still easy to reach. Right turn to go back across that face. Still figuring out the rudder on this one, but I'm getting there. Look at that big cloud there. Okay, turn away. Near room. I'll let it drift me a little closer. Here's my shadow. I got plenty of room. Yeah, let it get a little slow there. Nice. Still plenty of room. Phew, that was extreme. So I was going to see if there was any lift to be found over here, but oh, we'll see. No, there isn't going to be there. Not around that corner. There's plenty to be head left on that face though. There, Lee, see, look, I remember to look that time. Ah, but I didn't hold the speed. I am okay with this. Plenty of ways out. And I could probably make it over there if I wanted. Try to remember to look into the turns and keep my airspeed. Okay. I think I probably should have turned right sooner. Coordinated turn. I didn't look! Damn it. I got the pedals and the speed right, but not the looking. Didn't even really get the speed right, did I? I want to go for that one over there. And that's a cloud. Okay. Don't think I'm allowed in clouds. Just gonna pick up some speed and go under it. And jump onto this ridge. I've got a bit of sink on the downwind side of that ridge, so I'm pushing through it, picking up my speed. Gonna turn to left very shortly. Here we go. Nice. Wow, this is fun. I don't have a task to go to now. And what point is all of this awesome height and flying and ridge soaring if you can't land? So I'm gonna push back to 80 knots. And cross upwind. Actually, I'm gonna burn off a shit ton of speed with the brakes at some point, but I'm gonna get over there first. An 80 knot cruise should be doable. So anyone interested in flying this glider in this sim, I've got full forward trim, center stick, and it's wanting to cruise at about 70, I think. Slight forward pressure and it maintains 80 with full forward trim. Wow, I started like halfway up the side of that ridge there. Oh, I think I recognise this area. So a few weeks ago I did a wave soaring video, and I think I was catching it sort of up there, off these ridges over there. Okay, it's absolutely certain that I can reach the airstrip from here, so I'm going to pop the brakes. Plan is to cross upwind and join a little right hand downwind leg. Strip height is 1650. I'm going to be joining at 2400-ish, which would be 750. I just thought, like, yeah, I've just burned off all this energy. Seems a waste. But if I wanted to, I could just fly to that ridge and just get it again. $2,000 feet. Well, 1750 it was when I set it. Ease off the speed now. Back to a normal cruise of 50. Still got the brakes fully out. I was aiming for 2450 to join the circuit. Brakes away. Got about 1,000 feet AGL at the moment. Okay, I thought it was 1,000 feet. The flight computer's telling me it's more like 900. Okay, just going to do a left turn, and then a 180 right, join downwind. I probably shouldn't be flying across the runway at 900 feet. Probably shouldn't be flying in the takeoff area at 900 feet either, but whatever. I'll get taught that later. Good lift there. Leski seems to be the name of this airfield. Leski traffic, glider Sierra Lima, turning to joining circuit on downwind right for landing on runway 23 grass. I think it was 23. Now let's see, got about a 10 knot crosswind from my left currently. Stay away from the strip, don't let it blow me into it. Stall speed's 35, add 10, add 5, so 50 is what I'm after. That windsock though. Oh yeah, no, that's right. I mean, mostly crosswind. Okay, got plenty of height. Okay, this is what I did on the weekend. I got to this point and finally remembered landing checks. Straps are good, undercarriage is down, flaps not fitted, brakes are good. And I need to use them to drop. So, what I want to do, what I should do, is like keep the pressure off me, do those checks before I join the circuit. Leski traffic, glider Sierra Lima, turning onto base right for landing on runway 23 grass. Got the brakes about a third the way out right now. I'm trying to hold 50 knots. Leski traffic, glider Sierra Lima, turning final runway 23 grass. Too fast. Full brakes, nose up. I was way off, it's 1-3. I knew there was a 3 in there. Open the brakes down to half. And flare and downwind pedal. Struggled to find the right amount of downwind pedal to hold it steady there until the very end. And left wing down. Okay, that was too early. Fun! Alright. Thanks everyone. If you've got any feedback, I do like the discussions in the comments in my previous videos, giving me some good pointers. So feel free to do that. And until next time, thank you. Goodbye.